Yeah.
Around 8 years from now, people are going to emergency unstake 15-year stakes.
Can we talk about that? Can we talk about how amazing that is?
Yeah, like I think this was like maybe a couple months ago. I was on this entire kick on the Discord syndicate about like the like I don't know if you guys ever heard of me saying the HEX super cycles. What's going to happen? So
can you go over it again?
Yeah. So the first super cycle we're going to end up getting, or a little mini cycle we're going to get in HEX, is this next time we ramp up to 10 cents. You're going to have people emergency unstaking 1 year stakes that end up like that end sometime from now to like December, right? And then the next one after that, the next pump from about once we go to anywhere from 10 cents to 25 to 55 cents, people are going to emergency unstake year 1, 2, and even possibly 3 year stakes. Yeah, and what's going to happen at that point is the price will go down, crash, right? We'll recover back up. If we're still in a bull market into 22, we go into 22, and there's almost no stakes for 22 for the most part because people are just stupidly emergency unstake stuff. You'll still end up having 20% of the HEX that's going to be staked between year 21 and 22 still there, but a lot of people are going to emergency unstake that. So you're going to see there's just a lot less selling pressure in terms of just stakes coming out. And there's going to be a lot more HEX in the Uniswap pair, I think, as well.
Yeah, and if we have that like within like an Ethereum or Bitcoin super cycle, I think things could get very wild in the next couple of years.
Yeah,
there's a ton of different variables.
Yeah,
and let's just talk about the actual like what kind of impact emergency and stake penalties are going to have, because like now people they enjoy it when it happens because obviously the staker class gets paid. But honestly, this is pennies compared to what it's going to be in the future when these larger stakes that have been accumulating interest at 40, 60% APY that are like 10 to 15 year stakes, and they decide they want to end at that 5 year, 7.5 year mark. All those stakes, all those OG stakes, all those stakes that were done that have been accumulating interest for 7.5, 10 years at 40, 60% AY, and then gets released to the staker class. That's going to be some serious money. I think right now we're sitting at what, like $1 billion or a couple billion. I forgot what it is, but you're probably going to be talking about potentially like maybe I'd have to have someone actually look at the math, but it's going to be substantially higher. And guess what? You're going to have that larger, or you're still going to have that same slice of the pie that you had back in the day when you locked in your share price, but that pie around you has shrunk over the years. And so guess what? Now you're going to get a larger percentage of those gigantic emergency stakes, and you're going to see your stakes just absolutely grow when we see these, just like Dollar Cost was talking about, these cycles and waves we get, because it'll happen when people emergency stake, and you're going to have these amazing stakes that have 10, 20, 50 T shares, 100 T shares, and they're going to be giant stakes in the system that are collecting giant returns when these big stakes end. Like, it's going to be a lot of money. You're going to see some fat stakes coming out.
And go ahead.
Actually, you could go because there's actually I could show another chart afterwards.
Yeah, let's see it.
I gotta head out. So.
Oh, okay.
Later, Coffee.
All right,
thank you
for coming.
See you, bro.
See you later, guys.
So, and one difference between now and like 5 years from now is 90% of all the stakes in HEX right now are stakes with big paydays attached to them. So people are emergency unstaking their big payday stakes as well, which is bad, dude. That is like that right there. Oh my god, dude.